Hi, welcome to the Real Talk series with me, Irina Sari. And I'm here today with some special guests. I have with me today Antonia Mensah and I have Derrick Afriyie. Welcome, guys. And thank you so much for sending your questions in. I thought I would bring these two wonderful individuals to join the conversation. So there are a couple of questions that we're going to talk about and get your perspective. I think both Antonia and Derrick are mid-career HR professionals and they're growing their careers, and it'll be interesting to hear from your perspective. So my first question to you both is, when you're thinking about the next career opportunity, what do you think about? So I'll start with you, Antonia.
I would say my thinking of what motivates me in my career has changed drastically. So when I was younger, earlier on in my career, I think money was a huge factor. So I used to find myself moving from job to job, wherever would pay me more money, that's where I would kind of run to. I think now what's more important to me is a space to learn. I think working for an organisation where you're able to make a difference, where your thoughts and opinions can help shape an organisation, help shape culture, that's the kind of thing I'm looking more into. So for my next career, I think that's something that would motivate me a lot.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And yourself, Derrick?
Well, I think I share with Antonia's view. For me, it's really about growth, and I definitely want to take another opportunity that offers me leverage to actually build on my existing skills. And I'm looking out to really working in an organization that offers me the opportunity to challenge myself with regards to my personal and my professional development as well. And another critical point for me is really about identifying the organization that I want to work with. I need to find an organization that really aligns with my personal values, an organization that really helps me to be my best self.
Excellent.
And an organization that really helps me accelerate my career to the next level.
Wonderful, thank you very much. And that leads me on to another question. So I know that you're both HR professionals, as I've said. So I'll start with you this time, Derrick. What led you into an HR career?
Well, I actually fell into HR by accident. I started my career as a project assistant, but obviously I knew I wanted a career that offers me the opportunity to engage with people, that offers me the opportunity to actually provide value with regards to the people function. So I actually spoke to my line manager about taking up some opportunities in HR just to really build my career. I don't have an HR background, I never studied HR, but getting the opportunity to actually work for my organization and taking up some challenging HR roles really helped build my interest in this field. I thought HR was an area that enables me to engage with people, provide solutions to people, and really getting that fulfillment that I have actually solved someone's problem.
Excellent.
And that really led my interest into getting into HR.
Fantastic. So will you plan on staying in HR?
Well, I'm 6 years through the career. I don't have any plans of moving into another career, so definitely I'm stuck with HR.
Wonderful, wonderful, thank you. And what about yourself, Antonia?
I didn't fall into it like Derrick did. So I've always been curious about recruitment. So having been looked over for various jobs, I was always curious about what did I do, how do they make the decision about who is going to get the job, who isn't. So that's where my interest kind of sparked, but that's not what pushed me into HR. So I was working with an organisation that was going through a massive restructure.
Right.
So people were being made redundant, there was pay cuts, just the morale of the organisation was really low, but the HR team was what really kind of pushed people and encouraged them. So they set up training, they helped people with their CVs, there was communication, there was just a lot of work that the HR department did, and I think it was through that I realised that a team can really help the direction of an organisation. It's more than what people actually thought HR do. So that's where my interest sparked, and then I decided, okay, I'm being made redundant, so what's my next move? And then I decided I'm going to go and study, and then I just went to study HR, and then here I am.
Fantastic, fantastic. It's great insights to hear from you both. And then I think my final question will be some advice. So for the followers and the listeners out there and the viewers out there, what advice would you give in terms of career progression. We often hear a lot of talk of, I want to be the next chief executive, I want to be the next HR director, I want to be the next operations manager. What advice would you go out and give to the viewers that are watching, Antonia?
For me, I think what's really important is taking your career into your own hands. I know, and I think I was like this as well before, where you're expecting, your manager to push you to say, oh, Antonia, do this training, or do that and do this, but it gets to the point where you have to take ownership and take the initiative to do things on your own. So that means taking courses, reading, networking. I think especially in HR, if you want a career in HR, those are the things that you need to be proactive and take into account.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Derrick?
Well, I do agree with Antonia. One of the things that I will advise you to do is to be at the front seat of your career, be at the front seat of your development. You can't expect someone to design your development path.
Yeah.
You need to own that space. And when I say own that space, you need to look out for opportunities to stretch yourself. Don't just be limited to what you have to do, because once you do that, you do not get the opportunity to grow. Once you are taking up challenging tasks, doing different things outside the scope of your work, then you are able to gain a perspective to different ways of doing things. You are able to get hands-on with other tasks as well. Try as much as possible to expand your wings. Get into finance, know the basics of finance. Get into marketing, know the basics of marketing. Then it makes you an all-rounded professional, and I believe that's one way you can stand out as a confident career individual, really trying to accelerate your career to the next level.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure for both of you joining the Real Talk series. All I would say is great advice, great insight. I think I would follow their direction and say absolutely take your career in your own hands. And please like this video, please subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on my social media handles, Irene Asari, at Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram and Twitter. And you can follow me at my website on www.ireneasari.com. From the Real Talk series today, we say thank you very much. Have a great day.